Hi guys, Tony here. Hope you're all well today. Okay, I do apologise for not being on the past week. I came on the other day and I was messing about with my channel, putting some things into playlists, and I accidentally deleted the TFI Friday that I did last Friday. So not Friday gone because it's like Sunday today, but Friday before. So as it happened, I still had it on my computer, so I put it back on. And I also had another video what I wanted to put on, but for some reason it wouldn't it wouldn't go through. So I've been meaning to do it again, but I've had a lot of problems this week. Rebecca split up from her boyfriend a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, something. So I've had that like to deal with, and well, not to deal with, it's just, I love her and I'm a mum, so it's, so I've had that. I haven't been very well myself. I think last time I came on I was a bit sniffly. I'm just getting over that now. And of course, when we're going away on Wednesday, I've had a lot of running about to do. The second video I'll do for you now. I do apologise if you can see, I spilt, just before I came on, spilt curry down my top. So at the moment I am doing, I'll carry on doing this while I'm talking to you, if that's okay. I am doing a mini album, envelope mini album. I'm just doing that now, so I'll do that while I'm talking to you, if that's okay. Right, so what I wanted to do was, there was a couple of things. First of all, the disco light that they sent me and I did a review on, and I said, the motor is a bit noisy. Well, apparently they didn't like my honesty. I mean, people email me and they say, can you review this for me, can you do, and when you give them an honest opinion, which is what I do, I ain't gonna lie and say, oh yeah, it's great. Everybody goes out and buys one. Sorry, I've just knocked it off. Everybody goes out and buys one, then it's my fault because saying it's great and the crap. Yes, it was noisy, so apparently they didn't like that, and they said, can we send you another one? So they did send me another one. And it is less noisy, but it's still noisy because they've got the motor inside, but it's not as noisy as the first one. So so it just goes to show, you can buy one, be really noisy, get another one and it'll be less noisy, so that was that. Like I say, they sent me another one and I plugged it in and it was still noisy, but much better than the first one. And so there was that. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to do was an apology. Now, a couple of weeks ago, this is the one that I did, and it would not have it. A couple of weeks, excuse me. A couple of weeks ago, I put on Booksoffancyfolding. Excuse me, Georgie. Got a bit of a frog or something. There we go. Booksoffancyfolding. A couple of weeks ago, I put this album on. Okay. Now, what had happened was, one of my friends said, I've got some material and instructions for an album. She said, if I send you them, will you do it? So I said, yeah. So she sent me the instructions. I can't think where they are at the minute, because I'm not sure if I might have thrown them away, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So she sent me the instructions and she sent me the material. And I followed the instructions and I was doing, and I was putting them on there and, oh, that goes there, and then put it all together. And I ended up with this, right? When I put it all together, this is what I ended up with. Okay? yeah, this is what I ended up with. Now, I did that, and then I put it on Booksoffancyfolding. I did the, I can't remember what I did it on. It might have been on that TFI Friday that I said about it. So I put it all together, and I put it on Booksoffancyfolding. Now, the next day, I got a message on my Booksoffancyfolding, and it was a girl who was actually on my site. She'd joined, and she said, "Oh," she said, "that looks difficult. Was it difficult to do?" She was on about the album. So I said, "Yes, it was." I said, "And you know, this is why I've said it's the last one, because I ain't doing any more." Because it was, even though I had the instructions, it was pretty, you know, it was pretty hard to do. So I said, "Yeah, it was a bit." I says, I said, "That's why it's the last one, you know, because I don't want to be doing any more, because it was too much." So she says, and that was that. And then I got another message off her saying, "You can buy these at the works." Now, people that are on my channel and people who know me know that I shop at the works, okay? This is the God's honest truth. I have never come across these albums on the works, and you know I get most of my stuff from there. So at first I thought, is she being a little bit catty? Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, some people are like that, you know, they don't like what you're doing, or you're doing something better than they are. So anyway, so I put, "Oh really? Well, I didn't know that," which I didn't, and I left it at that. As it happened, I think I can't remember if she'd messaged me straight back. No, she didn't. It was a couple of hours later. I got another message saying, you know, words to effect of, you know, it's not very nice to pass on. It's not very nice to pass other people's work as your own. You know, and you shouldn't do that, because it's like, people will question whether you've made it or not. So I thought, you know, I'll divorce here. I genuinely didn't know that the works make these. I genuinely didn't know. And like I say, people who know me, I buy off the works. So I wondered if she was having a bit of a crack. Anyway, I actually looked on the works, and yes, they do. They do sell them. Exactly like the one I made, obviously. So I got in touch with my mate, and I said, you know, this material and whatnot that you sent me, you know, do you know that they're off the works? So she says, "Oh yeah, I know." She said, "But I got the instructions from you can do them yourself." So I says, "But you kind of, you know, you're ripping other people off." I said, "Why didn't you tell me that when you sent me them?" You know. Anyhow, she said, "Oh, well, it's no biggie, is it? It's a big company, they can do that." I said, "That's kind of not the point." You know. Anyway, needless to say, she's not my friend anymore. You know, I don't like anything like that. You know, if it was something that I'd made and somebody had put it on their channel claiming that they'd made it, you know, and it was their ad. Listen, don't get me wrong. When I thingy it, you know, it is handmade, because I've got the, you know, I've got the material and the instructions, and I've put it together. So it is handmade, you know, just not, it's not my idea. I never claimed it was my idea. Anyway, like I say, needless to say, she's not my friend anymore. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And, you know, for her to send me you know, the material instructions, and then just say, you know, she said it's just a like a, you know, a photo album, or, you know, it's embarrassing when somebody comes to your channel and says, oh, you can buy them at so and so so and so, and you're like, well, I don't think so, you know, because you know, you trust what people are telling you, what your friends are telling you. Anyway, so that was the apology I wanted to make. I haven't took the album off because, in all fairness, you know, I did put it together, but I've changed the caption on it, you know. Sorry, I'm just looking to see what I've got underneath there. I've still bloody never looked. Right. I did change the caption on it, you know, because I don't think it's fair. You know, I really don't think it's fair. But I did change the caption on it saying that I did, you know, you can buy these in the works. But I genuinely didn't know. Anyway, that was the apology that I wanted to make. So I do apologise if I've upset anybody or offended anybody. I genuinely didn't know. And if that girl hadn't have said anything, I still wouldn't have known. I'd have just carried on making them. You know, I would have just carried on making them and selling them. And then, of course, I'd have got myself a bad name because, you know, you can buy them. So I have got it on there, on Booksoffancyfolding. I kept it on there. Like I say, I'm just a little annoyed because I don't like anything like that. So, like I say, I do apologise if I have offended anybody. I really don't mean to. That's about it, really. I just wanted to come on and apologise for that. And obviously, well, I've told you, you know, I'm going away on Wednesday. I don't know how much time I'll get, but I'll try and do a bit of filming while I'm out there. If I do a bit of filming while I'm out there, I won't be able to upload it because I'm only taking my tablet. I'm not actually taking a laptop. I contemplated taking my laptop so I could upload it for you all, but it's just too much. What it is I take a lot of tablets, you know, and I've had to put them in it, and the bag for my tablets is like that. You know what I mean? And it's chocker, and I'm only taking a carry-on case. So, you know, so I will do some. I'll probably will do some recording while I'm out there, but when I come back, it'll be on. I'll upload it when I come back. Because it's just too much. I don't know, you know, there is Wi-Fi places out there. I know there is because my mum goes when she WhatsApps me when she goes. But I don't know, you know, I don't know what the Wi-Fi situation's like, and for me to upload anyway. I don't know what it's like for me to upload. Probably knowing the Spanish, it'll be rubbish. But I don't want to, you know, be sat at a bar and, you know, my mum wants to get off or go in somewhere, and you know, I'm still bloody waiting, you know, for this bloody upload. So so like I say, I will probably do some while I'm there, but I won't upload it till I come home, because I know then that you know, you're guaranteed to get the filming. Okay then, guys, this album that I'm doing at the minute, I am actually doing it with Basic Fan Art 6x6 pad, which is from the works. £1, I think it was, £1, yeah. And you get 30. Not bad that for £1, especially if you're doing little mini albums. So I'm doing that at the moment. So once I've finished that, that'll be on Booksoffancyfolding as well. I might get on tomorrow, not really sure. It depends what I'm doing. I know I don't have to mess about getting the boarding passes and stuff now because I did that last night. So you know, I know that I'll be all right for that. I'm just watching. I don't know if anybody else is like it, but I'm a bit of a sod for Carry On films. And quite a while ago there was doing them. I can't remember what it was in now. I'm not sure if they come out every week in a magazine at one point. And I started getting them, and then it got to a stage where I couldn't like afford them, do you know? Because there was like 12 quid or something like that. I got 13 of them up there, and there's one on now. It's Carry On Doctor again, where he goes to that help place. Anyway, it was quite, you know, I was watching that and I thought, well, I'll do this little mini album, and I will watch the Carry On while I'm doing. All right then, guys. If I don't see you next week, like tomorrow or something, I'll definitely see you when I get back, which will be the 5th of May. It's about 9 days. 9 days. You know, we want it to go for longer, but it's just me and my mum, you see. But we want it to go for longer, but my mum's got appointments, you know, and I've got stuff to do on appointments, so it's a bit it got a bit complicated. It gets a bit complicated, so we're just going for 9 days instead, and hopefully because Becca's doing her exams, so she wants to when she's done her exams, she wants to go away, so no doubt when I come back we'll be booking another one. Oh, before I forget, situation on the shed. I don't know if I'm getting it now, because I had a long talk with Dave and whatnot, and you know, I said this summer house is big enough for me, but I need to, it needs sorting in certain places, you know, like I need to decorate it how I want it. Dave's going to do the outside for me with Jamie, creosote it and stuff, you know, just tie it up a bit, because I mean it's been here 9 years, it must have been, you know, so everything needs taking out. I need it all sorting out, and so I might not be getting a shed, but I'm unsure yet. I'll probably see when I come home and see what's what, so, and then I'll probably take it from there, because I know Dave's after buying me a little moped, a little twist and go, but a 125. I did have a provisional license and it ran out of date, and I never renewed it, because I thought, what's the point? I ain't gonna learn to drive, I ain't got a bike, you know. I can't go on a push bike because I can't do much strain on my back, whereas a moped's now, is it? So so he's, you know, he's after doing that. So when I come back, I know I've got a CBT to book, you know, more money, you know. So I'm going to give somebody £90 to say, yes, you can drive a bike, off you go, for 3 years. That's all it is. It only lasts for 3 years. Ridiculous. So, okay, that's my mini rant over as well. All right then, guys, if I don't see you before, I will see you definitely when I come back, and I'll upload the videos that I've taken. Unless I can, there's another way I can upload them, I'll try that. But if not, I will see you next week. If not, I will see you when I come back. All right, guys, have the great rest of the day, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye for now.